Hey stamping friends, this is Jill with Flourishing Finishes. I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm really excited to share with you another card that I've been working on. I was using the shades of blue. If you watched my video from last week, you probably saw it. And I decided to try it with another set and another series of colors. So if this is your first time watching my videos, in short, I do something called the Creative 8 retreats. A friend of mine, Brandy Cox, and several friends of hers came together and they put on a retreat every couple of months. It's a fun way to get new, fresh ideas. They do challenges and have videos, and it's a lot of fun. They had a challenge for shades of blue. And in that, I wanted to come up with a card, and I came up with two. One I shared last week and one that we are going to do today. So I'm really excited. So let me start by sharing a few things. I shared my card. The stamp set that we are using is True Beauty. I don't know if you have seen it in the catalog. It is on page 67. As you can see, it bundles with a suite that is absolutely gorgeous. I love the paper that it comes with. As you can see, nothing really blue. I'm definitely coming outside of my box a little bit, but nonetheless, if you've never seen the suite as a whole, it's absolutely gorgeous. This is my first time using the stamp set. I think I used the paper another time. So let's take a closer look. In the stamp set, we have a lot of different things, and as you can see, they would all make really cute, flowerish things. I wanted to collage, so I thought, well, I'll just take out the rose and the, what are these called, leaves. So that is what we went ahead and did. So I used the Just Because, and I don't even have my labels on because, like I said, I'm using it for the first time. So if you'd like to make this with me, let me share a couple of things. We have a scrap of white that is 5/8 inch by 2 3/8 of an inch. And then we have a piece of Night of Navy that's 3/4 of an inch by 2.5 inch. These are going to sit beautifully to do the saying on top. Then we have Night of Navy base that's 8.5 by 5.5, and then two white pieces that are 5 1/4 by 4. Yeah, just 4. I also used some rhinestones on the top. I did not pull those out, but I will when we get ready to make some final touches. So now let's dive in a little bit. I always go ahead and just crease my base. Like I said, this is Night of Navy. I'm not going to put anything in because I did stamp on the inside, and I think that would be fun to do with you guys today. Let me see. Can that still be seen? Okay. So I'll just kind of leave that right there. Set aside my base. Set aside my sayings. Actually, if we wanted to go ahead and have our scrap piece of white and our Just Because and our Night of Navy ink, we could go ahead and stamp this. Beautiful. I love that font. And get it out of the way. So then we can put that ink aside, put that stamp aside, and then put this aside and let it dry. Okay. So we have our outside and the inside of our card. Basically, I start with two colors and then I switch to the other two colors. Let me tell you what the colors are. The darker colors are Pacific Point and Pear Pizzazz. When they like screech, it makes me feel like it's nails on a chalkboard. The lighter colors are Balmy Blue and Mint Macaron. So I'm going to set the light aside. We're on the dark. So we take the dark flower, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the corner. And then we take the dark leaves, and I'm going to go ahead and just do that. So this is going to be my inside. So I'm going to go ahead and set it aside for now because I'm not going to need it again until we switch colors. So now, I'm not going to lie. The reason I know how this collage goes is because I just made this card. But when I made this card, I literally just guessed. So that is what I'm doing today. I guessed, I turned the stamp, and I hoped for the best on positioning things. Once I did the blue, let me go ahead and shut it because I don't want to be too messy. Okay. Such decisions. I don't really know where to position things. I was just trying to think, where could I put it, where if I put something else there, it wouldn't like be too close together. I know that doesn't really help very much. So then I went ahead and I cleaned both. I use the Stampin' Up chamois. This is not that, but I sometimes like it for little crevices. And then we're ready for the next color. So I pull back my insert and I pull my other ones. I pull my Balmy Blue and my Mint Macaron, and I get ready. So for this one, I just that was a really good save. I did not get ink on anything. That's like a crafter's dream, right? That when you drop it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set that aside now. Trying to remember how I was visualizing, and I can't really. So we're going to go this way. So here we go. Look at that. Okay. I'm going to set that aside so I don't drop or make a bigger mess, since I'm definitely not doing so hot today. Oh, there we go. And we hope that when we're all done with our collage, everything looks pretty full. I love this rose. Honestly, when I first joined Stampin' Up like 15 plus years ago, they had a rose with a couple other things. It was a two-step stamping, and it just reminds me of that. Hard to believe it was that long ago. Anyway, let me quit reminiscing. As my children would say, it's because I'm old. So now we have all of our pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and just begin to put them all together. This goes on the inside. This goes on the outside. I did just adhere this here. And then I used dimensionals here to pop this up. And I just picked where I wanted the saying to go. I kind of have a boo-boo right there. Maybe I'll go up here on this time and cover my little mistake. So, I don't know if I like that. Maybe my mistake will just have to, there we go. I like that. So once you play with your saying and find a really good spot for it, there you go. As I said, I would not forget rhinestones, so maybe a rhinestone will cover up my little boo-boo. I did put several rhinestones around just to give it some bling. And there we have it. So, not sure what you think about it. Not sure if you had this stamp set or used something else, but I would love to see what your card looks like. That was bad. Anyway, what your card looks like. So please feel free to share. Until next time, I hope you flourish.